Hello, my name is Sung Moon Ha. I was the first one in our family to immigrate to the U.S. I was born in June of 1956, so that makes me 56 years old right now. I lived and was raised in Seoul, South Korea, where back in the 60s and the early 70s, Korea was not doing so well until the late 70s. That's when Korea started to build up their economy in the city of Seoul. In 1986, when I turned about 30 years old, my wife and I came to the US for the first time to start a new life here. We flew on a plane from Seoul Incheon Airport to Detroit Metro Airport and then drove to Toledo, Ohio, where we were going to live. Before we arrived, I bought a house in a trailer park by St. James. And when we came here, we didn't know any English, so we had a hard time communicating with Americans. So it was very hard to find a job to make money to feed my wife and I. But I had a friend who already lived here for about 3 or 4 years, and their family had a shop for selling Asian products for people who makes their own country's food. He helped me out a lot and get a job there and worked and helped her family to live for a few years. And after 5 years passed, me and my wife got our U.S. citizenship in 1990. We had our first and only child and named him David Sangyup Ha. Sangyup is his Korean name. And we needed more money to raise David, so we finally opened up our first dry cleaning business in 1993 on Central Avenue by Myers called Bright Cleaners. And when we first opened, it was very hard since we didn't have any workers to help us to, wash the clothes and all the dry cleaning process. Our family had to stay all night working and washing, drying and pressing clothes until we're done. Sometimes we had to stay at the store late night until we're done. After time passed, in 1998, we had enough money to open up another store, which is called Sunny Cleaners by Sylvania Avenue and King Road by Kroger's. Our life started to get better and better, so in 2003, we bought a big new house in a neighborhood called Stony Brook, and we had 2 nephews coming to live with us from Korea soon in 2004, so we needed a bigger house anyway. When they came, we adopted them so they could be an American citizen, and their original name was Jinsu An and Jin Hyung An. Jinsu was named Kevin Ha for his American name, and Jin Hyung as Terry Ha. Bright Cleaners is still open for more than 20 years, and Sunny Cleaners for 15 years. Immigrating to the U.S. was tough in the beginning because the culture was very different from Korea, and it was hard to adapt. But we still live just like how the other Koreans would live in Korea, even though we're still in America. It was very tough in the beginning, but my life here is good now, and I'm glad I came.